Now, Rajesh, can you check? Rajesh?
Yes, Alap. Just give me a moment. I'm just checking on the quorum part. Give me a moment.
Just a moment. Panelist people.
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We will wait for another minute since there are some shareholders who are about to join. Thank you.
Rajesh, can you please let me know the number of shareholders who have joined?
Yes, ma'am. Give me one moment.
We are running out of time. What is the quorum?
Ma'am, we have about 39 people who have joined this meeting.
Okay, great. So the all will be counted in quorum now.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can, if Alap sir is okay, we can start with the.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay.
Where the required quorum is present, we can start with the meeting.
Fair enough.
We can. Yes.
Okay.
Where the required quorum is present, we can start with the meeting.
Fair enough. Just give me one moment, sir. I'll quickly switch on the recording and then we can start, okay?
Perfect. Are we live right now?
Yes, sir. I have just switched on the webinar here. Give me a moment. I'll switch on the recording and then we can start. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rajesh Kumar. I'm the appointed moderator for today's annual general meeting of your company, which is being conducted through video conferencing. On behalf of the company and Big Share Services Private Limited, I extend a warm welcome to all the participants present today. Participants are requested to keep their microphones on mute unless called upon to speak. If any shareholder has registered as a speaker, they will be allowed to address the meeting at the appropriate time as per the company's instructions. With this, I now hand over the proceedings to the company person of the meeting. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ripal Sukade, Company Secretary of your company. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I welcome you all to the 40th Annual General Meeting of Gujarat Terce Laboratories Limited. I thank all our shareholders for joining this meeting and hope you and your families are safe and good in health. As it's now 1:12 noon and we have the necessary quorum present, I declare this meeting officially open. This AGM is being held through video conferencing and other audiovisual means in accordance with the applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013, read with the rules issued thereunder and the applicable regulations of the Securities and Exchange Board of India, Regulations 2015. Members may note that this meeting is being recorded and webcast live on the Wixet's website. Since the AGM is being held through VC, the facility for appointment of proxies is not applicable and hence the proxy register is not available for inspection. The register as required under Companies Act 2013 and other relevant documents mentioned in the notice were available for online inspection. The members may note that as decided by the board, chairman for the meeting is Mr. Ala Prajapati, Managing Director and CEO of the company, who will chair the proceedings of the meeting. I would like to inform that Mr. Ala Prajapati, Managing Director and CEO, member of Audit Committee, has joined the AGM from head office, and Mr. Natwarbhai Prajapati, Whole-time Director and Chairman, Mr. Amritbhai Prajapati, Whole-time Director, Mr. Viplav Khamar, Independent Director, Chairman of Stakeholder Relationship Committee and member of Audit and Nomination and Remuneration Committees, Ms. Avni Patel, Independent Director, Chairperson of Audit Committee, Mr. Surendra Kumar Sharma, Independent Director, Member of Audit Committee, Mr. Param Doshi, Statutory Auditor, Partner of M.A. Shah and Company, Mr. Dilip Shah, Internal Auditor, Mr. Gautam V. Sadhya, Secretary Auditor for FY2024-25, Mr. Bhagirath Moria, CFO, have joined the AGM through video conferencing. I request Mr. Ala Prajapati to address the shareholders.
You need to unmute yourself.
Now? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please proceed.
As the meeting is in order, I welcome all the directors, CFO, internal auditor, the statutory auditor, secretarial auditor, and scrutinizer present in the meeting. A notice of the AGM together with the financial statement and the report of the Board of Directors and Auditors for the financial year ended on 31st March 2025 was sent to the members by email and public notice. Since there was no adverse remarks in the statutory auditor's report and secretarial auditor report, these may be taken as read with permissions of the member. Dear shareholders, board members and colleagues, it is a privilege to address you today at this annual general meeting. I stand before you with immense pride, gratitude and clear vision for the future of Gujarat Terce Limited. FY25 was a year of profound transformation, not through grand gestures, but by returning to fundamentals of our business. We focus on what truly matters: disciplined execution, strengthening our field force and building a deeper connection with our customers. This focus delivered our highest ever revenue of 50 crores and a record profit before tax of 339 lakhs. We improved our EBITDA margins, and I'm particularly proud to share that we operated Q4 with zero external borrowing, a testament to our financial discipline. Our growth was powered by strong performance of key brands across pediatrics and gynecology, driven by a renewed focus on brand building and disciplined execution. We have become a leaner and more efficient organization, significantly improving our cash flow and operational agility. To build on this momentum, we have taken two critical strategic decisions on the pharma market evolves and gets increasingly complex, especially with manufacturing piece. First, the board had decided to sell off the manufacturing facility. This was done as a forward-looking step that allows us to focus entirely on core strengths, brand building, marketing, and market expansion. By entering the partnering with WHO GMP certified CDMOs, we ensure regulatory compliance and a more resilient supply chain without capital strain. Second, we resolved our long-standing legacy tax matters, which allows our management team to focus all its energy on future growth. Looking forward, our priorities are clear. We'll continue to deepen our brand-wise focus, empower our teams with better tools, and maintain our strong financial discipline. We'll also introduce 4 new products this financial year with a focus on our core specialties, that is pediatric and gynecology. We are not chasing size, we are building strength, and when the strength compounds, size will follow. The endeavor is to grow with good profitable growth backed by repeatability, sustainability, and financial discipline. I extend my deepest thanks to our employees who have been forefront in the transformation that we have taken, started 2 years back, our partners, and all of you, our shareholders, for your unwavering trust. The foundation is strong, the vision is clear, and the journey ahead is full of promises. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Ripalji, you need to unmute, ma'am.
Now the floor is open for the members to express their views and ask questions. 3 speakers shareholders have registered for queries or comments on the financial performance and other relevant matters of the company. First, I would like to request Ms. Tejal Tanna, a member who has registered herself as a speaker at the meeting, to ask her questions or express her views.
Ripple, I believe Tejal and Gaurav Bhai are not present to ask the questions, but I can see Mr. Sagar Saxena is available. So, if it's possible, can you unmute Rajesh? If you can unmute Sagar ji's microphone, then we can connect with him.
Yes, of course. Since we do not have Tejalji and Mr. Gaurav, in that case, we will move on to our next speaker shareholder, that's Sagar Saxena. Sagarji, you have the rights of host. You can just unmute yourself and please proceed with your opinion. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Love. And
Hi, Sagar, how are you?
I'm good. Congrats on a good FY2025.
Thank you very much.
I had sent a decent.
I already have your questions. If you want, I can just start with each and every question. I answer each and every question.
Yes, please.
Convenient to you. Yeah, so as we can, first point was the scope for price increase and the action taken. So in FY26, we are going for an average price hike of 4 to 6%. As far as our NLEM portfolio is concerned, which is guided by the NPPA, which is around 16% of our current portfolio, the price rise in the same would be around 1.52% based on our wholesale price index numbers. But on an average, it would be 4 to 6% over the past year. Current PCPM and the medium-term outlook. So current PCPM, last year we closed at a PCPM of 2.47 lakhs. As per the quarter one being subdued, the PCPM will still be very subdued. The year is concerned, will be healthy improvement over last year's PCPM numbers, but our target is somewhere in the range of 3 to 4 lakh PCPM, where we see as Alchem being in the same kind of portfolio, we'll be able to match their PCPM numbers. But that will still take us 2 to 3 years with the current team and current manpower and current brands that we have got. But there will be some portfolio expansion as well as deeper doctor engagement required to get to that PCPM. Growth guidance, it is difficult to give any growth guidance. It is because we don't want to give any forward-looking statements. But as far as the IPM market where we are operating, we are able to surpass that IPM market by 1.5 to 2x of that IPM wherever we are present in the market covering. Promoter infusion, yes. We did 5% promoter infusion by issuing warrants on the promoters, and which will be exercised in this financial year. I and the management also very confident in how we are delivering numbers. So as and when there is an opportunity for the management, we'll be increasing our promoter stake also. Gandhinagar plant. So there was a plant, we had two dilemma. One, there was an upgradation required because of the statutory compliance guided by the FDCA India, and which would have taken capex over the period. So this year also, and over the next few years, we would have to do capex in a 92. So it's a 30-year-old plant, and we had to do a regular capex to ensure that it is statutory compliant. But a company our size with a portfolio of around 15-20% of brands getting manufactured in the plant, it didn't make any financial sense for us to invest in the plant. So we thought, okay, why not sell it off and be more focused on our core business, which is brand building. And once we have enough strength, so assuming from here 3 to 5x of the ethical branded generics, if we have grown and required, maybe then we can plan something on that line. But I believe looking at the regulatory scenario, it is not required for India per se. So if we are, as a company, we are focused on India, I don't think so a plant would be required in near future. As and when there is any regulatory or an external requirement is there, depending on the proceeds that we have got, we might be thinking, but that is a long-term view. As far as the plant proceeds are concerned, so though it was part of the mutual fund investment, the plant proceeds were part of the same agenda. No, the 10 crores is not the brand consideration that we are getting, but it is a higher side. We have taken approval, assuming if there is any capital surplus and no immediate requirement, because we are not a capex driven organization, will be an opex driven organization. So there will be the funds will always be staggered, or investment will be staggered in quarter or yearly basis. So as and when we have external funds, we'll be parking in a liquid funds that we are currently doing also, which gives a healthy temporarily, which is giving a healthy return of around 5.5 to 6%. The plant process also brand building, geographical expansions, more working capital requirement if as and when required, but with the same financial prudence that we are working, I don't believe any capital requirements as far as the working capital is concerned we would be needing. But as and when it will be required, we'll be using the same. Maybe efficiency, getting better transfer pricing from the CDMO, that proceeds can be used in that segment also. As an organization, will always be asset light. That is what the idea is also. Investments will always be on the brand, people, and expansions rather than on any capital expenditure. And so we also expect once the planned proceeds start coming in, we'll be investing on the brands as well as expansions also. But the expansion also will be very staggered form. We won't be very though optimistic expansion will be there, but not very calculative, ensuring that the break-evens come in what we plan of around 12 to 15 months, but in a very staggered way. No haphazard expansion will be there. And sales hygiene is something that will be very prudent in the organization. So will be part of the culture also. So whatever sales happens in the organization will always be with the hygiene involved. Outlook, yes, everyone is happy. The management is happy. In the exercise that we started around 5 years back, each and everything that we planned as per the organization, we were able to deliver, and everything that we were able to deliver has transcended in the EBITDA numbers also. So going ahead, we are more deep diving in what we started. Along with that, we are more interested in how we expand from here, because everything that we have learned, we'll take that along. We'll still improve on each and every parameters, the working capital, the inventories, the gross margins, the PCPMs. We'll improve on those all parameters, and we'll see how we can grow from here with a healthy top line, but a bumper bottom line expansion. As far as the SBU is concerned, currently we are a very pediatric heavy. Current SBU is very pediatric heavy. And the brands that we are launching this financial year also, 3 brands are pediatric, 1 brand is gynecology. So we are still further expanding our pediatric focus. We are conversion. So doctor conversion also happening in pediatric segment, where we have opened our new headquarters also, pediatric heavy we are going. So current SBU will always be pediatric heavy, but once there is a considerable volume in gynecology, so currently around 11-12% gynecology revenues in the current SBU, there is a healthy share of gynecology in the current segment. We'll be planning a different SBU, shifting fewer brands from the current SBU and adding newer brands in gynac. So currently we are going gynac general segment. So gynac general plus specialty gynac products and an IVF portfolio of around 30 to 35 odd brands or 50 SKUs. We'll be doing that once there is enough confidence. So though management is confident, we are still building that more confidence when we have, and when the funds are there, we'll start deploying them in a newer SBU and newer expansion. That's it. I believe I have answered all your questions. Anything else you have, Sagar, then I can answer that also.
No, Nala. Thanks for answering all these questions. Just wanted to confirm, you said sure. 3 to 4 lakh PCM for FY26, and you
no, not for FY26.
Okay. Over the next 2-3 years.
But no, I don't think
over
so.
The next 2-3 years.
Next 2 to 3 years, but healthy. So whatever, because what happens is the only metric as far as the branded generic segment is concerned is PCPM. So your PCPM grows, your EBITDA, because everything additional that you do translates in an EBITDA. So from 2.47, even if we grow by 10-15% in this financial year, everything gets transferred into an EBITDA. So this year also, with the way we are moving, 100 to 200 BPS point, we can still strengthen our EBITDA. So last year we did 8.35. So maybe something in the rate of 9.35 or maybe 10.50 we can do EBITDA this year also. Let's see, but it's still early to say because still we are past 4 months. Let's see how quarter to quarter 3, because these are the two bumper quarters for us. How quarter to quarter 3 performs. If they perform with the way we are planning to, definitely we can do better EBITDA numbers also.
Right. And anything on the growth rate over the next 3 to 5 years? Let's say, do we aspire to be double the revenue over the next 3 years, 5 years?
So next plan, totally as we did 50 crores, so next plan is 75 and 100. Let's see, that too also requires a lot of conviction. But most probably we are. But as far as the market is concerned, the IPM market will outgrow the IPM market by 1.5 to 2x. Right. But that will require a bit of additional geography, so expansion. So that will always be the case. If we want to reach that number, that will always be the case. That is already in plan, but still we are building on that. That will always be the case. If we want to reach that number, that will always be the case. That is already in plan, but still we are building on that. We can do that. If that is the possibility, maybe in next financial year, whatever, we can think on those lines also. The SBU expansion is what I'm saying. But the new SBU will be high GC. So currently we are clocking around 69.5% gross margins. The new SBU that we will be planning, it would be anything in the range of 70 to 75% gross margin. We are improving our gross margin also. So this financial also will be able to improve or at least 100 to 150 basis point in our gross margin. So we are improving on each and every metric: gross margins, PCPMs, the inventory management, even the transfer pricing, good CDMO partnerships also. So quality also is improving as far as the brands are concerned.
Fair. Thanks, Alap. All the best for FY26.
Thanks. Thank you very much, Sagar.
Thank you so much for your time, Sagar. I think we have given the opportunity to all the speaker shareholders. Thank you so much for your time, Sagar. I think we have given the opportunity to all the speaker shareholders.
There were two. I'm not able to see them. There was one Tejal Tanna and Gaurav Bhai. If they are there, we can take them.
Sure. Just give me a moment. I'll quickly check that for you. No, sir, we do not have Tejal and Mr. Gaurav on board. So in that case, we can move on with the meeting.
Okay.
Yes,
sir. Since the meeting is held via VC, the compliance of proposing and seconding resolution is not applicable. Moreover, Messrs. Pinaki and Company Practicing Company Secretary was appointed as scrutinizer to supervise that the remote e-voting and voting during the proceedings of the 40th AGM is done in a fair and transparent manner. The company has provided e-voting facility for all the resolutions set out in the notice. Members who have not casted their vote during 18th August 2025 9 a.m. to 20th August 2025 5 p.m. will have an opportunity to vote during the meeting through the BigSet e-voting platform. We have the following resolution for approval at this AGM. First, to receive, consider and adopt the audited financial statement of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2025 and the reports of Board of Directors and auditors thereon. Second, to appoint a director in place of Mr. Amritbhai Prajapati, who retired by rotation and being eligible offer himself for reappointment. Third, to reappoint Messrs. M.S.I. and Company, the Chartered Accountant, as auditor of the company. Fourth, to appoint Messrs. Pinaki and Company, Practicing Company Secretary, as Secretarial Auditor of the company. Fifth, regularization of Miss Avni Vishnubai Patel, an independent director of the company. Next, to sell the factory situated at Ravi Estate, Bileswarpura, Chhatra, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. To approve of the limits for the loan and investment by the company under Section 186 of the Companies Act 2013. And last, to ratify remuneration of Messrs. KVM and Company, cost auditor of the company. Now, through remote e-voting to cast their votes electronic during the AGM. I would like to inform the members that voting on the Bixer platform would be available for next 15 minutes to enable the members to cast their votes. The voting results for the votes were cast for the votes cast through remote e-voting and electronic voting at the AGM on the resolutions as set out in the notice of the 40th AGM will be said in due course.
Thank you, Ripple. I authorize the company secretary to accept, acknowledge, and countersign the scrutinizer's report and declare the results of the consulted voting.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I would like to inform the members that pursuant to Section 108 of the Companies Act 2013, with the rules 20 of the rules 2014, the consolidated voting results along with the scrutinizer report under the Regulation 44 of the SEBI LODR regulations shall be said in due course within the stipulated time and will be placed on the company's website, that is www.gujaratterce.in, on the website of Bixer, that is www.ivote.bixeronline.com, and would be displayed on the notice board at the registered office of the company. Further, the results will also be forwarded to the BSE Limited, will be made available on its website, that is www.bseindia.com. On behalf of the board of directors, I thank all the shareholders, employees, and stakeholders for their participation in the 40th annual general meeting. Thanks.
Thank you, Ripple. Thank you, all the shareholders, panelists, and all the board of directors for having their trust in the board and me, and looking forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, Ripalji, with your permission, can we go ahead and conclude this meeting?
Yes, conclude this meeting.
All right. Thank you.